You know good way that I am knowledge giver Sujit Kumar Dubey ji. And in the previous classes we have studied about the trachea. And trachea present at 6 cervical vertebra. And in the between the trachea, cartilaginous ring present that is C-shaped and incomplete. An average number of cartilaginous ring that is 16. And cartilaginous ring that is hyaline cartilage. And cartilaginous ring prevent collapsing of trachea. But today we will study about the
Lungs.
without the liver. What is the function of trachea, larynx? Without the money, our life is not alive. Similarly, without the lungs, nothing is larynx and trachea. Okay, so lung is very necessary. Okay, so today we will study about the lungs. Okay, in a good way. I hope that you will know that lung is happen one pair, and one is larger and one is smaller. Not more small, but small. Okay, this is the figures of lungs to understand you. Okay, because this is the human physiology. This is completely on the basis of see. Okay, practical. If you do practical, if you see before you, after that you can understand a good way. Without saying before, how can you understand that what is the lung? What is the work of lung? What is the shape of lungs? Okay, to see that what is the shape of lungs, I have given this figure. That you see that this is the lungs, and lung is happen this way. Lung shape is happen this type. You see, and know good way about the lungs. After that, you can solve any questions of the NEET, AIMS, JEEP merge, BSc nursing, and also of general competitions exams in which biology is asked. Okay, but before study and listen of a matter what am I saying carefully. Condition is applied carefully. Listen carefully. Okay, come and know good way about lungs. This is the trachea. Up before the trachea, larynx is present. You know good way. Okay. After that trachea, this is a bronchi. Okay. After the bronchi, bronchioles will happen, and bronchioles is present in the lungs. Okay. This is the left lungs, and this is the right lungs. Right lungs is short in comparison to left lungs. Listen carefully that what am I saying? Okay, after that you can solve any question. This is the trachea and this is the bronchi. This is the left lungs and this is the right lungs. Okay, right lungs is short in comparison to left lungs. Right lungs short and wide. In these two fissures, 3 lobes, 10 segment. Okay, two fissures. One fissures and this is the other fissures. This fissures is called horizontal fissures and this fissures is called oblique fissures. Okay, this is your two fissures and three lobes. Two fissures then three lobes. One lobe, two lobes, three lobes. Okay, and 10 segments. Okay, and its weightage 625 grams. This is a smaller from the left lungs, but it was not less from the left lungs. In the reality, this is a smaller from the left lungs, but its weight is not less from the left lungs. Okay. The right lungs weight is 625 grams and left lungs weight is 565 grams. 565 grams weight of the left lungs and right lungs weight is 625 grams. Okay. Okay. That in the right lungs is smaller than the left lungs. Right lungs is short, wide. Okay. Two fissures, three lobes and 10 segments. And weight of the right lungs that is 625 grams. Okay. Now, and one fissures is horizontal fissures and other fissures is oblique fissures. Two fissures is present. Okay. And now about the left lungs. Left lungs is narrow, long. Okay. And long from the right lungs. Okay. The left lungs is narrow, long and its weight is 565 grams. Okay. One fissures, this is your oblique fissures, is present in the left lungs. Okay. Only one fissures, that is oblique fissures, is present in the left lung. In the left lung, horizontal fissures is absent. Okay. And it's one fissures means two lobes. One fissures, two lobes. One fissures, one lobes and second lobes. Okay. One fissures, two lobes and 8 segments. In the right lungs, 10 segments and in the left lungs, 8 segments. Okay. This is the cardiac notch, and cardiac notch is cavity for heart. Okay, cavity means space. Cardiac notch is cavity for heart, and this is the lungs. After the below the lungs, diaphragm is present. So this is the diaphragm. Okay, below the diaphragm, abdominal cavity is present. Okay, abdominal cavity, you know good way. Okay, and between the both lungs, the space of the between two lungs is present, and this space is called mediastinum, and mediastinum space that is for heart. Mediastinum space is present between the two lungs, and that space for the heart. For heart. Okay. And left lungs is below in comparison to right lungs, because right lungs bronchi length is 2.5 centimeter and left lung bronchi length is 5 centimeter. By this way you can finally understand that our high centimeter, this means 2.5 centimeter, this is upper than the left lungs. Neither you can understand by this way that 2.5 centimeter left lungs is below from the right lungs. Okay, and this is the completely knowledge of the lungs. After that, what is the location of lungs? Now we'll see. Okay, but by this way, from this, any questions should not laugh. Okay, study carefully. So now we'll know about the location of the lungs. Okay, now is the location of the lung, where lung is present and where mediastinum, where the heart is present. Okay, so this is the lungs, and between the lungs a space that is mediastinum, and at the mediastinum space heart is present. Okay, so I want to tell you that this is the left lung and this is the right lung and this is the part of the ventral part and this is the dorsal part. Okay, this is the outside which is looking, this is the body wall. Okay, and body wall, and this is the cover of the lungs. Okay, in the lung two layer is present. This layer is the parietal pleural, which is the outer layer of the lungs, and this is parietal pleural, and this is the visceral pleural. Parietal pleural is the outer layer of the lungs and visceral pleural, that is the inner layer of the lungs. Okay, or between the parietal pleural and visceral pleural fluid is present. Okay, between the parietal pleural and visceral pleural fluid is present, that is serous fluid secreted by pleural membrane. Okay, secreted by pleural membrane, and that fluid is clean and watery. Okay, in sometimes one term is the pleurisy. By the pleurisy you are try to telling you pleurisy. In the pleurisy, result of increased volume of pleural fluid. In the pleurisy, result of increased volume of pleural fluid. Okay, the expansion capacity of lungs decreases. When pleural fluid increases, then expansion capacity of lung decreases. Then what happens? So breathing capacity decreases. Okay. In the pleurisy terms, this term is called pleurisy. In the pleurisy, resulting increased volume of pleural fluid. Due to increased volume of pleural fluid, the expansion capacity of the lung decreases. So, breathing rate decreases. breathing capacity decreases. This is the pleurisy. When volume of pleural fluid increases, this is the pleural fluid, and when pleural fluid increases, okay, then capacity of the lungs, expansion capacity of the lungs decreases. Okay, expansion capacity of the lungs decreases, so breathing capacity decreases. And next point is the pleuritis. You know good way that itis means inflammation. Okay, itis means inflammation, or inflammation means here increase of heat. But when heat increases, when pleural fluid is decreases, when the quantity of the pleural fluid decreases, here, this is the pleuritis. Itis means inflammation. Inflammation means increase of heat. Here, increase of heat around lungs. Here, heart is present. This is a space called mediastinum, and the mediastinum space heart is present. Okay, increase of heat around lungs due to decreased volume of pleural fluid. Volume of pleural fluid decreases. Due to that, heat around the lung increases. So this is pleuritis, itis. You never forget that itis means inflammation. If anywhere itis term is present, then this means matter of inflammation. Okay. So this is the pleurisy and this is the pleuritis. This means if the volume of the pleural fluid is increases, then also not good. If the volume of the pleural fluid increases, then also not good. Decreases, then also not good. If pleural fluid, volume of pleural fluid increases, the expansion capacity of lung decreases, then breathing capacity decreases. When volume of pleural fluid decreases, then heat around the lungs increases. This is pleuritis. Okay. Location. What is the location of the lungs? Heading is the location. Okay. The location. Lungs are tightly packed in thoracic cavity. Lungs are tightly packed in thoracic cavity. So when volume of thoracic cavity increases, volume of lungs increases, and vice versa. This means when thoracic cavity decreases, volume of lungs decreases. Okay, this is the main point. Now we are trying to understand that what is the way exhalation, inhalation will happen. How inhalation will happen and how exhalation will happen. Okay. So this is the main point for this, that lungs are tightly packed in thoracic cavity, and this is when volume of thoracic cavity increases, volume of lungs increases. Okay, and volume of thoracic cavity decreases, capacity of volume of thoracic cavity decreases, volume of lungs decreases. Okay, so how inhalation will happen? So this is when volume of thoracic cavity increases, volume of lungs increases. Okay, volume of lungs increases when volume of thoracic cavity increases, so volume of lungs increases to pulmonary air. Volume of lungs increases to pulmonary air pressure decreases in comparison to atmospheric air pressure. Okay, then inhalation will happen. When volume of thoracic cavity decreases, volume of lung decreases and pulmonary air pressure increases to atmospheric air pressure, then exhalation will happen. Okay. Try to understand good way that how inhalation and how exhalation will happen. This is a 2 point. And this is the main 2 points. We target on this that how inhalation will happen and exhalation will happen. This is the target to understand point. Okay, so listen carefully and try to understand good way that how inhalation and how exhalation will happen. This is the main point that when thoracic cavity, volume of thoracic cavity increases, so volume of lungs increases. Volume of thoracic cavity decreases, volume of lungs decreases. Okay? To inhalation, okay? Inhalation. How inhalation will happen? So when volume of thoracic cavity increases, so volume of lungs increases. Okay? Pulmonary air pressure decreases. Pulmonary air pressure decreases in comparison to atmospheric air pressure. Then inhalation, because atmospheric pressure is greater than the pulmonary air pressure. Atmospheric pressure is greater than the atmospheric pulmonary air pressure, so inhalation will happen. Okay, and when exhalation, when volume of thoracic cavity decreases, so volume of lungs decreases and pulmonary air pressure increases in comparison to atmospheric air pressure. Pulmonary air pressure increases in comparison to atmospheric air pressure. Then pulmonary air pressure increases beta. Pulmonary, this means inner side pressure is greater than the atmospheric air pressure, then exhalation will happen. Okay? How will inhalation happen and how will exhalation happen? You know good way. Okay? In the next classes, we will know about the alveoli. Okay? If we told you, then alveoli is the functional unit of lungs. Okay? Alveoli is the functional unit of lungs and the number of alveoli is 300 million, including both lungs. Okay? Number of alveoli is 300 million, 300 million, including both lungs. And alveoli is the functional unit of lungs. Wait up the next class for the alveoli and ribs case. This means the boundary of the thoracic cavity. Okay? Thank you.
चैनल को सब्सक्राइब करना भूल गए यानी जिंदगी में लक्ष्य को पाना भूल गए, इसलिए चैनल को सब्सक्राइब अवश्य कीजिए।